Well, hey, it's July 29th there on a Wednesday, and what day is it? Question of the week. I don't know if you guys are getting tired of it, but seems like you are. The last 2 weeks really didn't get a ton of views or responses. Nothing like the past couple weeks. I think I might have jumped the gun a little bit on certain ones. And, when I said who was the best welterweight ever, which was question of the week 8, I should have left out Sugar Ray Robinson on that one. I should have said, you can't pick him. It's got to be someone else. And, yeah, I messed up on that one. So I'm going to have to try and do that. But during the week and everything, a very, very cool thing happened. And a person, I went over 1,000 subscribers. Over 1,000 people, said, "Hey, you're almost funny, you fat bang," and they clicked on it, which is awesome. And the fact that, a lot of you keep coming back and you keep posting and you're still doing that. And as long as you guys keep that up, I'll keep putting out videos and actually studying and watching fighters fight and writing down their pros and cons and stuff, and keep trying to give you the information that you guys want. My how-to vids, I'll still keep those pumping out and everything like that. So don't worry about those. I'll keep those rolling without a problem. But it was help vid, HELPVID, and since I'm shooting this, I can't just turn it around and show you his page and everything. But he has some help vid stuff on Photoshop tutorials, Dreamweaver tutorials. If you want to make your videos, audio, all that better, unlike me, where I just come across and say, "Hey, it's me," and just shoot stuff out at you. But you want to make it cool, so people say, "Hey, he makes cool videos." That'd be you should really just check him out. He didn't want anything, but I said, "You know what? I'll put you in a vid." He goes, "What vid are you gonna put me in?" I said, "I'm gonna put you in the hey value of vid." He said, "Dude, there's gonna be 7 people see that vid." And I go, "I know," so I'd put you on a different one. So that's one of them. Let me get to the other things. There were a lot of people. Obviously, if you wow, obviously Sugar Ray Robinson. He was 73-0 at one time. His one loss came to, what was it, Lamada? Is that when he finally lost? Came 73-1. But dude is great, and you can't take anything away from him at all. But, one of the people, Bigragu for life, he puts out, he goes, Tito Trinidad. And here's why. 13 title defenses, never defeated at welterweight. And that is an absolute, that's 13 title defenses, man. Bradojevic, he comes across, and I love, you never can't pick one. You can't, it's all, Henry Armstrong, he held it for, what was it, 5 years? It was a crazy amount of time of how long he held the title. Ray Robinson, obviously. Thomas the Hitman Hearns, man, Ray Leonard, Jose Napoles. He goes on to mention, he goes, he thinks right now is the golden age for the welterweights. With Williams, Clottey, Mosley, Margarito, Cotto, Floyd Mayweather. You got to throw him in there, right now, and the people on the next level down, Judah, Torres, Quintana, those guys all mixed in, great, and we very well could be in the golden age for welterweights. Paul Williams gets brought up a lot, but he can't get any fights, and it's hard to be the greatest if nobody. Well, I guess if nobody fights you, nobody wants to fight you. People really weren't leading up or wanting to fight Tyson. You know, they weren't coming out of the woodwork saying, yeah, I'll fight him, because they knew pain was going to come. So, you know, Joey Power, again, with the Felix Trinidad, talks about, you know, the De La Hoya fight and stuff like that. Sugar Ray Robinson, again, from Bunts 101, you know, going 40-0-0, beating all the named fighters. I mean, but my mistake, I you know, went in and I got all excited and stuff, and as soon as I posted the video, I said, yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson. So if I did a middleweight one, which I think, you know, we might as well make that question 10. You can't use Sugar Ray Robinson. Yeah, what do you think about that? Can't use Sugar Ray, because we've already used him in welterweight. Can't be 2 divisions. I said it. All right? You know, obviously, so many with it. And it was... And I apologize for that, because there's some great comments. Super Dunny Young Guy. You know, some great things were said by him. Or about him. But, you know, like 7 Sabretooth 7. I got to go out here. You know, Thomas Hearns was incredible. One of the hardest hitters ever been. You know, KO'd most of the people. He could outbox you as well as out-hit you, you know. Depending on whatever he wanted to do. He was incredible to watch. He always kept you on your toes when you watched those fights. You know, he said, look what he did to Duran. Yeah, did a lot. Incredible amount, actually talking about Tito. You know, a lot of people, Tito Trinidad, I would say, was probably the second most popular guy to throw out there. I mean, he was a masterpiece there. Again, Thomas Hearns, brother of Will, you know. His body created countless matchup problems, and his right hand was one of the most feared weapons in his time. He had size and speed. Great jab. I love jabs. Yeah. High point lanky, Thomas Hearns. Hit like a horse. You know. A taco and beer. You know. And welterweight, he was 36-0. WBC, IBF, WBA welterweight champion. Again, this is for Felix Trinidad. You know. And you got Floyd Mayweather Jr., you know, the ATL coming through. Talking about, you know, he's got WBC, IBO, all the titles. I mean, who's beat him? Let's see what we got. Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker. And you think it was robbing the Chavez fight? I thought he was robbed too. Julio Cesar Chavez is another one. I mean, he was 69-0 when he fought Taylor. He was 90-0. Was it 90-0 when he fought Vargas? Or who was it? Who did he fight when he was 90-0? Sweet Pea? Was it Sweet Pea? 90-0 when he fought Whitaker? But, you know, there you have it. I mean, there were a lot of guys. Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, who had to retire at 28 because of his eye, you know, the detached retina, and came back at 31. So he lost 3 prime years, you know. And who knows what he could have done. He might have done more than Robinson did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I got carried away. I got carried away. I'm sorry. I'd smack myself, but then I'd have to beat myself up for smacking myself. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Anyway, okay. So question of the week 9, I guess it is. Are we up to 9 already? It's going to be, who's the greatest middleweight of all time? And the next step, I'm not going to light heavyweight, and I'm not going to cruiserweight. I'm going straight to heavyweight, so you can start thinking about that. But for this one, the greatest middleweight of all time. All right? Yeah, can you handle that? And you can't use Sugar Ray Robinson. I said it. All right. What's the Bigragu? I'm out. You can go out and check Health Food's page there. Give him a little love. All right? I'm out.